Alright, I think this thing's ready. Okay, so come on over to my table over here and we're gonna do a behind the scenes look at what's going on with my YouTube channel and my business and all of that. So let's jump in and get started. So something very exciting happened over the last couple days, and that is that we reached 1,000 subscribers on my channel. So I'm going to show you guys on my dashboard, because I know, especially like before I started doing this, before I became a YouTuber, that I was always curious, like, how does all this work, and like how does monetization work, and how does all that stuff work? So I'm going to show you guys what all that looks like on my end. And no, I am not monetized yet, because I met my 1,000 hours, I met my 1,000 subscriber count, but I still need to meet my 4,000 watch hours. So I'm going to show you guys like where everything is, and we're going to go into my dashboard and take a look. All right, so this is so exciting. As you can see here, I have 1,031 subscribers. It is Sunday, September 6th, and yeah, we finally made it. So a couple days ago, we hit this 1,000 hour mark. And as you can see here, my views and everything are going up, up, up. And if you're wondering how I'm doing that, if you look at my videos here, you'll see that one of my videos over here, this one here, has over 9,000 views right now. It's getting close to 10,000, and that is because I'm using advertisement on that video. So I'm using Sprizzy advertisement, which basically is just like Google Ads, to promote this video and to drive more traffic to my channel. And so that's what the increase in views and likes and dislikes and all of that is from. And that has also helped my channel to increase in subscribers, just to grow more quickly. I started doing this when I got a little bit over 900 subscribers. So I grew organically up until that point, and then I wanted to grow faster. And now that I have a business behind my YouTube channel in the form of my language coaching program, now I have the wherewithal to invest into my business and into my channel to grow and actually monetize my business. So now it's actually worth it to invest in ads to promote my YouTube channel and Instagram and whatever else I decide to later do advertisement in. Right now, I'm really just playing around with it and not doing a whole lot, just kind of getting a feel for what works and what doesn't. But yeah, that's how I've seen so much growth with that. And you can see, in case any of you guys also are doing YouTube videos, like you can see here how this has been helping me. And if you're not familiar with Sprizzy, basically it's essentially just Google Ads, but it's a third-party website, and they just set it up with Google Ads, and then they charge everything through Google Ads. So this is the performance that I've gotten so far off of, I think, like about 3 weeks, and you can see how this is doing. So I'm really happy with this so far. And you can see, like, just on this video, this many people have subscribed. And so this is largely the reason for my recent growth. And the watch hours, the only thing is that with these watch hours here, is that these do not count toward monetization. So like these views and these watch hours, they're great, but they don't count toward those 4,000 watch hours for monetization. So like if I go over to, let's see, where is it? I need to go back and go to my monetization tab here. And if I click here, then I can see that I actually only have 835 public watch hours, and I need 4,000. Yeah, so I've got quite a way to go there, and that's okay though. But those watch hours that are coming in from my video, those don't count towards these 4,000. So they do still help though, because those people come into my channel and then, you know, if they like my videos, if they like what I do, then they subscribe and they stick around and they watch other videos. So it's still very much worth it, even though that doesn't count. It's just advertisement. It just helping to get my channel and my brand and what I do out there a little more and a little more quickly. So yeah, that's how that works, and that's where I am with this. So when I hit these 4,000 hours and I become monetized, then I will share that with you guys as well. But right now I'm still doing all of my YouTube 100% for free because I am not monetized. So you can count on me being even more excited when I get that. Alright, so we covered the YouTube aspect of it, but I feel like it's also very important to mention that the reason I've seen this growth recently, and the reason also that you've seen me a little bit less on YouTube, because I have cut down to, at least I did cut down to once a week for a little while, and I'm hopefully going to get back up to twice a week, or at least with some occasional bonus videos on Thursdays and still do my Monday uploads. So we'll see. I'm going to try for those Thursdays, but at the very least, I'm going to get those Mondays down so you guys can still expect my regular videos on Monday about language learning, and then Thursdays will just be whatever kind of fun stuff I come up with. And yeah, so that's the plan for that. But back to the business aspect. So the reason I've been able to invest into my business and actually have a business now instead of just a YouTube channel is because I now have my language coaching program set up. And that's really why I'm able to do so much now, and what has taken my brand to the next level is having that coaching business set up. And I have been working on this for months and months and months, you guys. I am announcing right now that I have a book coming out very soon. It is finished, it's written, it's revised, and the next step is the design element. So you guys will be hearing about this more very, very soon. If you're following me on Instagram, you'll hear about it even sooner. And yeah, that's gonna be available on my website. And then of course my coaching program as well. So this is all part of my business model and why I've been able to start scaling a little bit more, and how I intend to scale even more this year and, you know, moving forward. And how have I learned all of this? So over the summer I took, pretty much you could say, like, I took a sabbatical, I guess, and I didn't take any classes, wasn't really working, I wasn't doing anything, I just wrote a book, and that's gonna come out soon, like I mentioned. But it really just gave me time to think about, like, okay, Sarah, what exactly is it that you're doing? And so I sat down and I wasn't sure, like, is this going to be a book? Is this going to be a course? I don't even know what this is going to be. It started as a book, and then it was like, oh, it's a course, and it's like, it's a book again, it's a course again, it's a book. It ended up being a book. And I went back and forth with this process all this time. And right now you actually can get access to this book through my coaching program, but it's only available to my coaching students. And then once it becomes published, then it'll be available to the public. So I'll, like I said, have more updates for you guys on that. But this was a really, really important time for me because I really just discovered, like, what it is I'm doing. And then once I got closer to finishing it, and it's currently about 50 pages, it might change with the design elements. It might be quite a bit longer, or maybe it'll be close to that. But it really took, it took a while, and it really required me to think about what I'm doing in my process. And the book's called Becoming Bilingual. So it's all about how to become bilingual, just like it sounds, about, like, understanding the language acquisition process and how to really, like, personalize it to your needs, and understanding specifically how a second language is acquired. So it is about language learning, and it can be applied to learning any language, but it's specifically for understanding how that second language is learned, because it's a little bit different than, like, learning a third language or a fourth language, but you really use the same skills for each one. It just is about, like, understanding the linguistic aspect of it and then learning the language. So yeah, if you're interested in learning more about that, feel free to comment down below and I'll respond to you guys. Okay, so more of the business aspect. How have I done what I've done? Because I know those of you guys who've been following me, it probably seems like this all happened kind of quickly. Like I was kind of like mentioning I was working on something, I was writing, I was doing something, and then suddenly I was like, I'm a language learning strategist. I'm a coach. How did all this happen? Well, I took Vanessa Lau's Boss Gram Academy course, and it is amazing. Like, it took me through everything I need to know to set up a coaching program, and like all of the systems I need to use, how to put them in place, and how to reach out to people, and how to just really how to create my online image and my brand, and specifically for a coaching program. So I am, like, after going through that course, I am so prepared for coaching, and I've already worked with a few people, but yeah, just having that course gave me everything that I needed really to get started. But because I'm extra, I am also working with a coach of my own. So even coaches need coaches, right? Just like teachers need teachers. So the way that I thought about this was that, like, for example, when I did my teacher credentialing program, I had essentially a coach. I had a teacher who worked with me, who like led my cohort, and who did observations and gave me feedback and all of that, and that's how I learned how to be a teacher. So I thought, if I'm going to do a coaching program like this, then I need to know exactly how a coaching program works, and the best way I can think of to do that is to go through one myself. So I have a coach, and her name is Ella, and I will link her website down below as well if you want to check it out. So I'm learning from other people. It's not just me. The way that I'm progressing so quickly right now is because I am just surrounding myself with knowledge. And just like when I went to college, like I would go onto campus in my classes and just feel like there's just so much to learn all around me. Well, I got to a point on YouTube where I didn't feel like I was growing enough anymore, and I had exhausted most of those free resources. So I just started looking like, okay, I've got to do something different, because what I'm doing right now is not getting me to the goals that I want. So, and the goals that I want being that I need to make enough of an income to actually sustain myself now that I'm doing this full time. Now that I'm not a full-time teacher, this is my full-time job, I need it to produce full-time job results. So it really gave me that pressure that, like, you need to figure this out, because if you don't, then, your life is not going to work out. So I had that pressure, and I was like, okay, I'm going to figure this out, because I know I can do it. It's just a matter of figuring out exactly how to make it work. So yeah, that's what I've been up to, and that's how I've been able to grow so quickly over the last month or so, is because I have teachers, I have coaches who are helping me do this, and now it's my turn to work with my students, my clients, to help them, not in the business aspect, but in the language learning aspect, because now I know exactly what it is that I am an expert at, which is learning a language, and really just learning and figuring out like systems, figuring out what works, what doesn't, strategizing, and being able to move up to that next level. Like, I figured out through the programs that I've gone through and that I am still going through that is my area of expertise. So that's why I'm doing language coaching now and not teaching Spanish, because I realized that, when I was doing that, like I mentioned in one of my videos, like I was like, I'm doing Spanish, teaching Spanish, and I'm doing exactly what I left my job so I wouldn't have to do. I'm doing that. I'm just like teaching lessons about this content, and that's not what I want to do, at least not at this point in my life. I want to teach how to go to the next level. I want to provide skills that only I can provide, because they are my strategies that I've developed, and it just feels so good to know that I have found exactly what I need, exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. And now I can teach other people how to do what I've done, which is how to learn a second language. All right. So you guys have gotten a pretty complete behind the scenes today and able to see all of what's going on, and I'll update you guys soon with what's going on when we see a little bit more progress, and that's it. I'll see you guys back here next time. Bye.